thought I'd talk a little bit about my depression and how it's been over the past couple of days and how it's manifested and the kind of after effects and aftermath of that depression. So, Wednesday saw me sleeping for the majority of the day. It saw me getting up briefly to have food that I needed to eat. Not necessarily good food, but I had food. And then I tried to do some knitting. I tried to keep myself awake and productive, but I ended up just coming back to bed. And it was almost as if the moment my head hit the pillow, I was out. I was just completely asleep and I was done. Friday saw a very similar kind of pattern. I went to bed very late Thursday night. I couldn't sleep. I tried, but just could not sleep very well. It was about 3, maybe half 3 in the morning when I eventually did manage to get to sleep. And it felt that every time I woke up, it was easy for me to just go back to bed. And I ended up waking up and getting up about 4:45. Again, having a sandwich, doing some knitting to try and keep my brain awake, try and keep my hands moving and my kind of mind focused on something. And then eventually I gave up and I said I was going to come back to bed for a couple of hours, and that ended up culminated in me sleeping for a good portion of the day. And when I woke up, I was incredibly depressed. I felt incredibly down, and I felt incredibly blue. I felt at a point where I couldn't really focus on going forward because I woke up in pain. I woke up in a severe amount of pain with my fibromyalgia. I woke up with severe leg cramps and arm cramps. I ended up taking my painkillers, which didn't really do much. They really did just, I think if anything, exacerbated the depression and exacerbated how I was feeling. I eventually managed to fall asleep again about 3, and the fact that I managed to get myself up about 9:15 this morning was a big achievement for me, so I was very happy with that. Depression has always been a focal point in my life, and it's always been something that's kind of featured quite prominently, and it's something that I'm working on slowly but surely. And I hope that eventually I will be able to ease better coping mechanisms into a depressive spike. So even if it is just, in this case, as I said, getting up, having a shave, having a wash, brushing my teeth, combing my hair and putting on clean clothes, just little things like that, I'm hoping I can wedge those in and use those as a kind of like a fulcrum to breaking apart and splitting apart the depressive kind of blocks that sit in my way. So the rest of the day is going to be sorting out some more boxes and then working on the scarf that I'm currently working on for a friend of my mum. I can actually bring it to camera, which is quite nice. So it's baby pink. So I use these looms I got from Hobbycraft, and I absolutely love doing them because they're so relaxing. It's such a relaxing hobby that I got into, and it's something that I do enjoy. So I'm going to hope today is a lot more productive than the past couple of days. So here's to hoping.